It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Back to throw. Boom. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 3rd down, Booth. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down, and then some.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And some room to maneuver.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. They go play action here on 1st down.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Touchdown! Michael Pittman,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Now back to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, this defense for the Texans, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that.
Touchdown, Colts.
Jelani Woods,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Colts have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. First and 10, it's Pierce.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Off play action. Booth. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Pierce gets this one running right.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. To throw on second down. Boom. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Well, let's see where they turn on third and goal from the 5.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Fairbairn able to put this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
The Colts had a disappointing 0-4 for the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Boom. He'll get this one to Pittman. Finding space at the 40.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
To throw on 2nd down. Booth. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Going for it with Pierce.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one at this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Throwing to start the drive. Booth. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 43. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Booth.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Boom. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, Booth. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Texans.
Michael Pittman.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. They'll look to throw again.
He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here we go, set. On the ball.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
132 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
To throw on 2nd down. Boom.
Touchdown! Michael Pittman from 4 yards out. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Brought down in the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And Woods has it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back to throw again.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about
the big fella.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready?
And they'll indeed take a knee. Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. And they take a knee. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time.